Okay, hello. So this is antenna. So this video actually will give you some demo about the iStore application and also how we can actually use this system. So let's actually start from the landing page. So this is a landing page. So pretty much it actually advertises the app. So it will tell the user what is this system is all about, right? So here. So we have actually a couple of pages here. So this is just to give some features of the system. So this is some snapshot of the dashboard, like the iStore dashboard. So that whenever the user actually creates this app, so he will actually get some stats on his dashboard. So it also fully responsive. So there is also a mobile view here. So currently there is only one store. So here we have this store, which is actually called a Black Panther. So and also we have a link here called stores. So the user actually can actually explore the stores that are already created here. So as you can see here, also we have already one store, right? So the user actually have an access to a register and login button here. So if he already have an account, so he can actually log in, but if he doesn't have any account, so he can actually register. So or also he can actually click on this button. So I want to start now. So this actually will lead to the iStore client registration page. So the client actually can enter his name. So for example here I can say let's say Milat. So Milat Lamma, and then also the email, so milatlamma@gmail.com. 456, and then we can click register here. So he will actually notify that the user that he's actually successfully created the store, and then here so by actually clicking that I already have an account or login now, so he can actually go to the login page, and then by entering the details here, so for example milatlamma@ gmail gmail.com, and then the password is 123456, and then login. So he will have an access to the dashboard here. So as you can see here, we don't have any order delivered or product is in category here, so it will actually say zero. We don't have also a graph here. So here so this the actually the client already have already registered, but it actually doesn't he actually didn't create the store yet. So so in order to create the store, so you have to go to the profile here. So before actually creating the store here, if the user actually enters your store here, it will actually give it a 404, which is actually not found. So since he actually didn't create any store, so in order to create a store, so you can go to a profile here, and then so as you can see here, it will show the details that the user entered. So as you can see, he didn't provide the store name and store ID or everything about the store. So in order to do that, you can actually click on the edit button, and then here you can provide the store name. So for example here I can say so let's say Alibaba, and then also the ID also Alibaba, right? So and for the logo, so let's say so we want to, let's choose that one, and then provide a detail. This is detail or something, detail of the store, and then I can say I can actually enter the phone here, phone number, and then the address. So I can hit apply changes, right? So now as you can see here, the photo, so as you can see here also we have a logo here, so the logo will be updated. So before that we don't have anything here, so now we have the logo here, right? So after actually creating this store, so if the user actually hit on your store here, it will actually open the front page of that store. So as you can see here, we have the name of that store, the icon or the logo that the user entered. So since we actually don't have any, we didn't add any products, so it will actually show nothing here. So as you can see, we have a products page and also cards page here. So since we don't have any products, so we can actually we cannot do anything here, right? So after that, so after actually editing this store, so we can actually go to products in category. So in order to in order to actually access this functionality, so for example, let's actually add a category here. So I can say so let's say shoes and add category, so it will show a notification here. And then let's say the other is let's say bags, and then add a category. So I cannot actually enter the same category twice here, so it will show me that the category already exists in my store, so it will not going to create it. So when we go back to the category page, as you can see here, we have two categories. So also when we go to the when we click on this iStore also, so we'll have two categories here, right? So this also we have a functionality which is actually show or hide. So here the user actually click on this button, so in order to show or hide, right? So it will show a notification at the bottom here. And then this actually will also will be updated on the front page. So if you refresh the front page, so we don't have any bugs here, right? So since we are already we are actually only showing the bugs here, so it doesn't actually show the shoes here, right? So since it is off, now it is actually on. As you can see, also is showing the notification. Now if you refresh this page, so we have two categories here, right? So now let's actually add a product. So I can come here to the product, and then I can enter a product name, for example. So this is a product, this is a product detail. So I can so I can actually describe the product here, and then I can choose a picture of the product. So let's actually take this one. So I can provide the price, the amount, so the quantity of the products that we have actually in our store. So I can say, for example, 50. So here, as you can see here, we actually created two categories, so I can actually choose this category, right? So I can click on it, and then it will select that one. So I can actually choose also more than one category, so as using this button, right? So I can say, let's say, add category, add product. So as you can see here, so I'm actually not allowed to do to actually enter an image which is not a file type of GPG or a PNG. So let's actually choose that PNG file. So let's actually create this one, and also select the category here, and then let's say add product. So as you can see here, the product is successfully registered. So now when we come to product, so I can actually see the product that I actually added. So also I have an action, I can do edits, or I can actually remove the product here. So when we come here, so if I refresh this one, so now I will have a product in my latest category here, and then so with the price number, so with the price here. So since it is actually its category is, so since its category is actually shoes, so which means that if I click on shoes, so it will show these products. But if I actually enter on click on bags, so it will not show this one, because it's not inside it's not this category is not actually bags, so it will not come up here. Okay, so Also for the category, we can actually edit it or delete it here. Also if the order actually comes from our front page, so it will actually appear here. So for example here, so let's say the user want to add, so let's say we have from the front page, so let's say the user actually adds to some product to a cart. So let's say I want two products, two quantities. So I can say add to cart. Then as you can see here, it's actually showing me a pop-up here. So also the cart will be updated here. So as you can see here, we have one item in our cart, right? So I can actually add, or I can actually add more items to my cart, so by actually clicking on plus, or I can also remove by actually clicking on the minus button here. So at the end, so when I actually want to check out, so I can actually click on checkout, and then I can actually enter my details, so that the store actually can deliver that product to me, right? So I can say, so let's say my name is Antoinette Lai, and my phone number and my address, and then I can say place order. So as you can see here, it says your order is successfully placed, and then the order ID is actually 20, and then it says thank you for shopping. So I can actually continue shopping here. Okay, and then for iStore order, so for iStore order, so when we come to the orders here, so it will actually show up here. So since the user actually we have an order here, so as you can see here, the status is actually new. So as we can actually go to a view, and then we can show the details, so which means that so this ordered by internet layer, the current status now, and then so this is address, phone number, and also the time that it's actually ordered. So if you actually have more than one product, so it will actually show up here. So since we already have we only have one product here, so it will actually show this product, right? So I can actually change the status, for example, to a processing. So the current status will be processing, and then I can do delivered. So at the end I can actually change it to a delivered, right? So also when we come to the dashboard, for as you can see, for example, we have total orders, which is 1. Also since we actually changed the status of this order to delivered, so as you can see here, also it is showing that order is delivered. We have one order that's actually delivered, and you have one product in 2 categories. And since you don't have enough data here, it will not actually show up any other data, right? So for example, let's actually go to the one so go to the store that actually have more data. So I think next line, gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. So for example, this one actually have total order of 90. So total order of 90. So as you can see here, we have these orders actually have different status. So some are new, some are processing, some are actually delivered. So as you can see here, also it's showing that the total order is 90, the 2 orders are delivered, and we have 17 products in 5 categories. So as you can see also, we have here 5 categories. So when we actually go to the store, for example, so here we have 5 categories here. We have, so since we are actually only showing 4 of them, so it will actually the only 4 of these categories will come up here. So I can click on the categories here in order to actually show the products inside that category here. Okay, so the users, instead of just adding to the cart, also the user actually can click on buy now in order to buy the product. So you can actually check out like this. Okay, so so these are actually some of the functionalities, and also we have, so we can go to a setting, and then you can actually change the password here by providing the old password. So he can also edit this profile, so the same thing that we have seen, and then you can actually log out here. So for the admin, so let's actually go to the admin. So admin login. So here so this is actually already logged in. So here, for example, uh, so the same as the store dashboard. So these actually have also stats here. So we have 7 stores, 19 products. The total orders are like 20, and then we have also 3 delivered, right? So it will show some graph here also for the status. And then here also we have we can actually access each store here. The admin actually can actually activate or deactivate the stores. So that means, for example, here, for example, Milat Lama. So let's actually log out here. So let's actually go to the store login. So here, for example, this user is actually so for example, you have created a Milat Lamma, right? So this user is actually active right now, so we can actually deactivate it. So it will change that the status to not active. And then when the user, so this means that the user actually cannot log in, so since it's actually deactivated, right? So it doesn't actually delete the store, but it actually deactivates. So we can say Milat Lamma at gmail.com, and then I can say 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then when I enter, so it will actually show that it have actually incorrect credentials. So since the user actually does not exist in our store. Okay, so we can actually activate it, and then so the user actually can log in right now. Okay, so we can also remove the stores, so we have an access here. So also we can actually show the store from here. So as you can see here, so it's not actually created yet, right? So he didn't create any store yet, so it will actually show 404. So for the one that actually created the store, so if you say vStore, so it will actually show the store here. Okay, and then for the admin, and also we have at the top, so the client, I mean the admin also can log in as a store, so by providing the store ID and the store email address and password. And then for the admin part, so the admin part can actually add another admin, so by clicking on add admin here, and then provide informations. So let's say Marga Lamisa or something. And then so we can provide an email address, and then phone number, and then the address, and then it can actually add the admin here. So when we come to the admins, so now we have 3 admins here. So the logo is actually so this is just an icon, so it doesn't represent the store here, I mean the admin, so it's just an icon. Okay, so the same as a store, also this admin have an access to his profile. You can actually edit or update delete his profile, and then also you have an access to change to the settings, so to change the password and create a new one. And also he can edit or delete these admins. So this is actually pretty much it. So these are some of the functionalities that this iStore have. So once these are actually stores are actually active, so for example here we have actually 9 stores, right? So as you can see here, the dashboard shows that we have 7 stores, but when we actually come to the landing page, so when we click on stores, so it will actually only show 2, because these are the one that actually created the stores. So the others doesn't create, so they are actually clients, but they actually didn't create stores yet, so it will not show up here. So for example, you're also in the store, so this Alibaba, so Melalama, the one we created earlier, and then this John Doe, so which is a Black Panther. So these are the only ones that actually with the store. So so they will actually come up here. So from here also we can actually access the store from the landing page, so that the clients actually can explore the stores that are already created. So thank you.